win 2v2. So that's what we did. That's what happened. I used to do this a lot in competitive, so like June knew what the deal was a lot more. Maybe it's not fair to expect pubs to understand this mentality, but I did try to explain it, right? It's like, it's not that hard, I feel like, to understand. We picked a two-man that will always win a 2v2. So if they're gonna lose 2v2, then the only way they can win top is if they bring more than 2 top. And if they bring more than 2 top, then bottom has numbers advantage, so bottom should be able to win whenever there's more than 2 top, right? And we have to give the point. So the theory behind this comp already is we should never lose the Zerg wave if no one misplays dramatically, right? Because they have no way of winning. If they send 3 people top, and we have to give top shrine, then this point should be ours for sure, because then we have a 3v2 here. If they don't send 3 people or more top, then we're gonna win top, because we're stronger than they are in a 1v2, we're stronger than they are in a 2v2. That's like the base idea behind this comp. Right? Like we're winning the 2v2, that's exactly what's happening. But like here, this is not good, right? They're losing the 3v3 and like fine, right? It's an even fight. You win some, you lose some. That's fine. Not ideal, but fine, right? It's fine. But now there's 3 top. They should instantly get this point as soon as the Sylvanas gets back from the grave, which is right now. So right now, they should instantly be getting this point because they're capping top, right? And we can't hold top anymore. This is the scenario I just talked about. There's 3 top. We can't hold it. You need to get bottom if there's 3. You're 3v2, right? And this is what Storm League players are made of, right? Because it's like, if you're in the HGC, you're dead set on winning. This is the stuff you notice, okay? It's like, what the hell is this, right? You know? We walk off the point even though we had man advantage because no one cares enough to actually get the Zerg. Minor mistake, you might say. But that single minor mistake cost us 52% of the Zerg, right? It's like, it's stuff like this that's like the stuff that I'm seeing every single day of my life, but I don't like say to people because it's like I can't expect the normal player to understand that. But like if you're going with what I said, everything makes sense, right? It's like, oh god, great, now there's no points. But now there's no point at all. Now there's no point at all. You see this? You see this? This one step here, and she's a healing player, so like yeah, but like it's not like I'm flaming her personally. This could have been, it could have been Blaze on this point too, right? Could have been Deckard on this point too, honestly. But it's like Blaze wanted to kill a Junkrat that he's not gonna kill because he has no backup, right? This Junkrat is not gonna die under his towers if the Sylvanas does not hit him. Sylvanas wants to chunk a full HP Garrosh, but this guy's not gonna die either. So this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Quantum wants to get the soak. Okay, out of fairness, this probably matters the most out of all 3 of what they did, because soak is actually important. But they changed minions, so you know they dropped the XP globe, so you could get this soap 4 seconds later. It's fine. You'll still get it 4 seconds later. You know, you miss like 1 or 2 max. So all 3, any 3 of them, could have prevented this mistake. You best believe if I was bottom, this would not have happened. Okay, but it did. And this one small mistake, 3 people all doing their Pepega thing. Oh, Quantum actually followed up on this. So it was a good try. I almost got it. 3 people doing this one Pepega thing cost us 52% Zerg already, when we should have never ever lost any Zerg to begin with, you know? Stuff like that drives me insane. Alright, this is good. We got some kills. But it's not that good because we lost full Zerg, so those kills basically trade for their Zerg. It's like we still come out behind. Still not that good, right? Alright, it's still fine though. This is just the beginning. It's still fine. It's still fine. Okay, we're winning. We're winning. We're still fine. right here. Again, right? It's like if I was the Blaze, I don't want to like flame him or anything, but it's like you gotta get into the mentality of what I'm thinking and what the potatoes are not thinking. 7 versus 6, we all got out alive, right? They showed 5 people bottom. We're a full HP Blaze. What do we do? What do we do? We literally already cleared their wave, right? What do we do when we're Blaze? Come on, chat. What's your next move here if you're Blaze? If you're main tank Blaze, you have 3 teammates recalling. There's no wave here because we just cleared it. What's your next move? Yes, you go to the camp. Exactly. Because they have 5 people bottom or talent tier up, there's almost no way they would be like 5 people here. If there are 5 people here, they're gonna miss a wave. And even if you die, it's okay because they missed this wave, right? There's almost no chance they're gonna be 5 people here because they just failed the kill attempt, right? So Blaze should be on this camp right now. What does he do? Runs bottom, runs top, runs bottom, runs top, runs bottom, runs sideways, runs top, checks the globe minion, runs top, runs bottom. You see what I'm saying? Like, and what am I doing? You know, it's like, I'm like, well, we need to do camps right now. And then I'm like, well, June's not going to clear this ever by himself, right? So I pinged this camp because my team is not on the camp. I'm like, you guys need to be doing the camp. Why are you not on the camp? Right? They know they need to be doing the camp. This team has a lot more Master GM players than my team. And my team is mainly just me and June, right? They know they need to be doing the camp. They all went to their camp. So why is my Blaze not on this camp? You know, it's like small things like that. It's like, it's natural to me, but they're not doing it. So then I gotta ping the camp, you know? I was gonna go help them with the camp, but this wave can't be cleared, so I gotta go clear this wave too, and then I gotta go do the camp. And now we're like 10 seconds late on this camp, so we should have done this before they did this, but instead they did this one before we did this one. So now we have to respond to them instead of them responding to us. You know, it's like so many miniature things that like a normal player will never see, right? And it just all snowballs, right? It's like the same thing Champ is doing here. Remember in game, if you saw this moment, he's portaling into our camp. He can't do this if we were ahead of them. We would be pressuring them. We would be pressuring them on this camp instead of them pressuring us on this camp because we should have been ahead. But he's allowed to do this, and this is another like more GM mentality, right? They're not gonna invade this, but he's like pressuring us, and we got scared here, and he's like slowing us down. So it's like there are some GM players that can see some or all of this. Probably not all, but you can definitely see the difference between like a GM player and a Master player and a Diamond player, right? I don't know if I got time to go through a whole replay, guys. This might take too long. I'm gonna lose my mind if I'm saying everything in my mind. But we'll see how far we can get. Alright, same thing here, right? Same thing here. So we did the camp, we're behind, whatever, that's life. This happens, right? Should clear this camp. It's fine. This is just a map awareness thing. This is our vision. Why are you here? Right? It's like 5 seconds ago. This was our vision probably like 5 seconds ago. Anyone notice anything? Anyone notice anything? Anyone notice anything at all? Is there something wrong with being here? There's no one on the map. They have Medivh Garrosh and my team is 3-man like humping the fort. Like, what do you expect is gonna happen? Hello? Hi. Anyone there? What do you think is gonna happen, man? Right? Like, come on. Even here, I think all of them can get out here. Here, it is majorly obvious you're screwed if you don't run, right? I better see all 3 of these guys just beeline to the left, because I think they all get out here if they just immediately run from here. So someone must have not done that, because I remember they got killed. Beelining to left, beelining to left. Oh, booped. Unstoppable. He still has E. Did not get killed? Ugh. Ugh. You see, this is the stuff that Diamond players do, right? It's like, it's 3v5, you all got out, but then you go back in, even though it's 3v5, and then the Sylvanas gets booped, or the Blaze gets booped, and then the Sylvanas tries to save the Blaze, and then the Sylvanas gets caught, And then the Decker's trying to save the Sylvanas, and then the Decker gets caught. It's like, you were all out. Just leave. You were literally all out. We would have gotten this entire fort for free if you just all went to the left, which you did, and didn't go back into a 3v5. But you did. Right? And even then, it's fine. Even then, it's fine. I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. Only one person died. It's like, we haven't lost the game yet here. This whole time, me and June are literally fragging top out of our minds. Well, we got like 2 kills. You know, we're shitting on top. We got the top beacon almost the whole time, except when they sent 3 or 4, right? So you can see why I'm annoyed that he's annoyed at me, because I feel like we're fragging out of our flipping brains, you know? They literally had to send 4 people to kill us. That's how much pressure we generated, right? And to be fair, we should have left here too. It was not good to be here either, right? So it's not like we don't make these mistakes. We do too. But we're still in the game. We're still fine, right? They sent 4 top, and the whole point is, ideally, we don't die there as well. The whole point is, if they overload one side or the other side, you're gonna get value on the other side. And if you just don't die, if you don't all die to their gank, we're just gonna keep getting value, right? But even this is fine. This is still fine, you know? It's still no problem. We're still winning, even after all this. Okay. Here we go again. Here we go again, right? Okay, you just saw that they just killed us top. We're dead top, right? We're dead top. It's pretty obvious. Full vision. They 4-man ganked, we died. Who am I looking for? Okay. Alright, what should you be doing right now? What should you be doing right now, okay? We both have 1 point each. You know they have 4 people top. They just killed us. What do you think they're gonna do now, okay? It's either boss or they're gonna go for this point, right? It's not rocket science. Just think about what the enemy team's gonna do. It's not rocket science, right? They just killed us. They're gonna do either boss or they're gonna go for this cap. You know what you should be doing? You should be basing what you do off of what they do. So if it's god obvious that they're gonna do boss or they're gonna do this point, then what should you be doing? I'll tell you what, it's not sitting here waiting to die, because this is literally in their rotate path on a 5v3. You should immediately be thinking about what you should be doing, right? What I would do is I would back off this point because I know they're coming here. I would either go 3 people here, and then as soon as you see like 1 or 2 people here, you just put Blaze on this point, right? Just contest it. A lot of the time in Storm League, people don't do the right thing. It's gonna be like no one on this point, and then you can just stall it that way, right? You need to be either here, or you need to be like maybe here, checking the boss. So if they start boss, maybe you put Blaze here if you want to contest. Don't want to contest, you get the point. If they're doing boss, they get boss, you get point. At least you don't get boss zerged, right? But what are we doing? Okay. He checked boss, you know. He checked boss, I'll give him that. At least he checked boss. But they're still in the wrong position, right? You need to already be like here. Of course they're gonna go bottom, right? I really feel like if they just run here, they would live too. They could just E out right here and they would all live again. What happened here? Okay. Well, mechanically, the mechanics there were good. So this is what I'm saying, right? The Blaze mechanics were fine. His mechanics, not bad. It's just, he doesn't know how to maintain. He doesn't have the game knowledge to maintain, right? So we actually win this fight. But we lost another full Zerg. But it's fine. It's still fine. It is still fine, right? The decisions are adding up, but it's still fine. Yeah, this is over chase. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. Like, it's pretty obvious why that's over chase. I need to clear this Zerg, but it's still fine. Okay, so now I think Blaze hit a trap or something, right? So now we need to do this camp, okay? And do you see me? Do you see what I see? I see no one on the freaking map. That's what I see. Look, look. I'm like, we need to do this camp. We're ahead of them. We need to do either this camp or this camp. I would have pinged this camp, but this camp literally just spawned like 2 seconds ago, 1 second ago, right? Like this camp spawned 1 second ago. So on my map, this was the only one that was up. That's why I pinged that one. I'm like, no one's on the map. My place is over here for some reason. Now, if I was the place, I would be here, right? Because I'm leading the rotations. This is what I was saying earlier. I don't want to blame him for this because I always lead the rotations because just people don't know how to rotate. They don't have the game knowledge to do this, right? But like theoretically, I should be back here clearing this wave, which he was clearing, and he should already be over here because he's the tank and he's the one that can face check these, right? Yeah, I could have queued this bush. I could have queued this bush. But it's inefficient, and I don't want to do it because like I'm Q build Vala. If I throw a Q in here, that's like 900 damage on a minion camp that I don't have, right? So I could have queued the bush too. You're right, but I knew they were in here. I knew they could be in here. I just assumed my whole team knows, right? There's no vision. The Blaze is here. Like, do you see me? I literally stay here, and then I go back. I'm like, there's no one on the map. You can't. Is it not obvious? There's no one on the map. Hello, anyone? Like. And then woo! Like, do you? I literally backed up because I knew I can't face check that bush, and then woo! You know, it's like it happens. I don't expect people to know this, but it happens, and like, but this is what I'm talking about. It should be the Blaze that's leading the rotates. It should not be the Blaze that is like last to rotate because he's clearing a minion camp, right? Like, and since he's not, we run into situations like this, and now. I have to play from behind again. I have to play from behind again. And whose fault is this, right? You could say it's the Sylvanas' fault. You could say it's my fault, but like, at the end of the day, that's why I'm doing all of this. Because I have to lead the rotations because people don't know where to be. That's why I'm there in the first place. People are just always so late, you know? But it's still fine. It's still fine. Even after all this, it's still fine. Stacks? Stacks. Yeah, Medivh. We killed Medivh a bunch of times because he was E-portaling. Or he was wasting his portal and his protect a lot. We killed him a lot of times this game. If you check the game, you can see me calling it out to you. No portal, no protect. And as soon as both those happen, he's like dead if you focus him. Yeah, this one kind of unfortunate. I don't know what happened there. I feel like someone didn't zone properly or something, right? But anyways, what the Blaze said was, we never had a 5v5 this game, Vala. Why are you always split? And that's not even true, you know? It's like, there's never been a chance to 5v5. Every other fight, it's not just me that's dying. It's like other people are dying. Up to this point, I haven't even died yet. Or, I have, but not in like, you know, it's like me and June died top when they 4-man ganked us, right? It's like, there's even no argument here so far that I'm like a random Vala playing Squirrel build Sylvanas split pushing by myself, like, which is what he's accusing me of, right? That's the problem. I'm like, I'm trying to do your job, and you're telling me you think I'm split pushing by myself or something? Hello? You know, that's the problem. What happened here? So this was free. Honestly, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to talk shit, but like, this is a terrible engage by them, you know? It's like, we saw the portal, and then they didn't take it until like 2 seconds after he portaled. So it was dead obvious. We had vision of both sides of the portal. Me and Sylvanas, we're gonna kill this 4 no matter what, because it's like 10 HP. We need to kill it before the fight starts, right? It's like, dude, just CC this shit! 2 seconds ago, you already knew they portaled. We could be like Deckard rooting this. We could be like Blaze stunning in here. We could be arrowing this. We could do anything to this. I didn't go rain, so I'm looking at this like, I hope my team's gonna do something, cause I didn't go rain. So I have to start running the other way. The mouth gets the portal silenced before we do anything, even though we saw the portal 2 seconds ago. And then from there, we're just screwed, you know? I don't know. I feel like that's just a team misplay, right? It feels like that's just a team misplay. And this fight too, you know, I said just run this fight, you know? Because I knew I died instantly, they're not going to win this. It was a miracle they got the first kill in the first place. And you can see I'm saying just run. 4 is greater than 3, right? Look, look, look. They portal. Like, come on. Come on, it's so obvious. How are you not going to do anything to this, man? Like, it's obvious at least the Garrosh will come out. And you should be CCing Garrosh. As main tank, you should be hugging Garrosh so he can't throw anyone else, right? It's like, anytime here, it's like, he could be Eing. He should be Eing as soon as he sees the portal. For sure, when you see the Garrosh, you should be Eing towards him, right? But, I mean, I don't know. He's not main tank. Anyways. So we lost 2 people. We lost both damage dealers. It's obvious. This is a miracle in and of itself. If you didn't have this Q, the Mouth would have lived too. We lost both damage dealers. At this point, I'm like, you gotta just run. If you guys just make it out, if 2 out of 3 live here, it's not a big deal. We're still fine, right? It's a 2 for 1. It's not great, but we're fine. But like, he doesn't run. If he just runs to the left, there's a chance all 3 of them live, because it's double healer or else full bar energy. Like, we have minion wave. If he just runs to the freaking left, probably, I'm telling you, all 3 of them will probably live if he just runs to the left. We still have Aegis too. But he goes in, and I understand why he goes in. He wants the kill, you know, but it's not a good call. If you get the kill, you're a hero, but you didn't get the kill, and instead of 3 people getting out, 3 people die. Or at least 2 people for sure get out. Even if that Blaze dies, 2 people will get out, right? But now we all die, because he went in YOLO after I said just run, after we were down 4v3, and it's obvious you're not going to win that fight anymore. Like, all 3 of them died there because he went in instead of going to the left. And this whole time, I'm still not saying anything, right? And this was my mechanical misplay here, for sure. I'm trying to... So at this point, I'm like, God damn it, my team is doing that thing again. So I'm trying to make up for them, too. And I would have, too, if I was a better player, but I kind of effed up. I don't know, I'm boosted. So here I'm like, well, they're all 1 HP. I saw they were all 1 HP. If someone face tracks me here, I can kill them. But I didn't think, I don't know, I didn't think he would be like face tracking me. I didn't think they would actually face track me because they saw someone here, right? This guy has no HP. If I QWEQR'd him, he would have died, but I didn't. So this was my mechanical misplay. If I EQR'd here, he dies instantly. He got a DW pretty fast though. So well played there, but really unlucky. DW me into the trap too. But I should have killed him there. That's my mechanical misplay, not instantly killing him. I would have killed anyone that face checked that bush by themselves with Q, W, EQR. So that's my bad mechanical misplay. But I think game knowledge wise is fine because I literally one shot him for checking the bush there if I don't Pepega. Okay, so here we go again. Alright, here we go again. You see, the safer play here is like, just get top, I feel like. But this is not the worst fight in the world. It is 4v4. I feel like their team's going to be here faster than ours, but... So the safer play is probably get top, but it's fine. And you can see June. You can see June's like going this way, this way, this way. He wants to get top because he also feels like the safer play is to get top because that's what the safer play is, right? But the Blaze is already fighting. So June has to go. So it's like another moment where the safer play clearly is to just rotate. You know, that's what you do on Braxis. You rotate if you're outnumbered and you stall the other cap. But the Blaze is just YOLO fighting once again. So, oh shit. So we're fighting, but it's not the end of the world. It's still 4v4. They can still win it. I hate Blizzard replays. Oh, there goes the point again. The fight's decent. It's okay. They did have 4 people before we had 4 people. But yeah, it ended up being okay. It's not terrible. I should have like Omega like shock called this too. I should have been like, I'm capping top. Don't fight bottom, just stall. I didn't say anything because it looked like they were gonna win this point. And if they do win this point 4v5, then we're gonna get Zerg, which is really good, right? But the throw move was really unfortunate. That was really unfortunate too, because they were actually winning the skirmish 4v4. So if no one died here, double healer, we could have gotten a lot of Zerg. So this didn't need to happen too. I'm almost certain this Sylvanas could have lived if she wanted to, right? Probably went for a big play again. Like as soon as June dies, you know it's 5v4. You know we can't win. Everyone should just get out, right? But it's like went for the play again, didn't get the play, and now we're down 2 people again. And it's still not me, by the way. Like I feel like he thinks the Sylvanas is me. Like, or maybe he's mad I got top point instead of helping them. That might have been it too. Yeah, these traps kind of wrecked us. Alright, I didn't see what happened there. I think I wanted to fight this point because they were all low, which is debatable. But I think that's what happened. I wanted to fight this point because I knew at least one person would be going top, and they were all really low and we were full HP. But then I got DW into a freaking another trap and another boop, which is unfortunate. Still managed to kill the Junkrat here. Same thing here too, right? It's like 4v2, just run. Do we run? I don't know if we run. Ah, there's nothing he can do there. That was just unfortunate. Is it still fine? I think it's still fine even after this. Yeah, it's still fine. Okay, so we're still fine even after all this. Yeah, no one's flaming. Hold on. So the next decision is like here. So I guess basically, like in the last fight, the Blaze saw me run to top beacon instead of bottom. But I did that because they were winning the fight extremely hard. Like they were, I looked bottom when I was here to decide if I need to go top or bottom. They were winning this fight really hard. They were getting this beacon. So I was like, well, I might as well just go top because if they're winning this, then we get Zerg. So he saw me go top and he got pissed because I went top, I guess. But that's the reason why I went top there. It's because they were winning. Is honestly super unfortunate June got thrown and then booped here, because if you didn't get throw boop there, there's for sure we win this point because we have double healer and they were getting poked out super hard. Alright. And here too, it's like I want my team to do this camp and we need to cap this top point because they're on bottom. We don't want to give full Zerg for no reason. And I think he was pissed about this too, right? And to be fair, I think I did misplay here. I probably should have just gotten this to half and then just ran away immediately topside, right? Should have gotten it to half, ran away topside. That would have been the optimal play there. That was really close. It's unfortunate. Yeah, camp might have been too greedy. Camp plus point was probably too greedy. I feel like it was so close though. I feel like I was in range of the ult. What's the range on this thing? Is there a range indicator? Just like no range indicator. I can't really tell. I can't tell. There's no range indicator. Why does this not have a range indicator? Pepe hands. Yeah. Well, anyways, so yeah, I should have half capped it and ran up. So that was my mistake. Not running up there. Barely they got me, which is unfortunate. But I was there once again because we don't want to just give them the Zerg, right? Like the alternative is we're too scared to do anything. Maybe we get this camp and we just give them full Zerg, which we're gonna lose anyways if we do that. So that's why I was there. Should have left earlier though. Alright. Oh yeah, they got the immediate counter kill on Medivh though. We should still be fine here. How do we honestly should still be fine. Without me, there's not enough damage? Yeah, probably. But it's 4 versus 4, and they have a Sylvanas that's like basically stacked. I don't know. They have a Sylvanas that's pretty stacked. It's not amazing, but it should be okay. 2 healers, I would actually bet on the 2 healer side to win here. I'd honestly bet on 2 healer side winning here. I don't know. It just comes down to a lot of things. Cause like when you're 2 healer, you know for sure you're not gonna. You know for sure you're gonna win the sustain fight. I was gonna say, ideally we all just play for the fight there because you know we have 2 healers. We have infinite healing with the Oreo. As long as no one dies, we're gonna win that fight 4v4, right? That's what I was telling June. I was like, just watch the Sylvanas. He's the one that's most likely gonna die. You can win if the Sylvanas doesn't die. That's what I was saying to him during this fight in the game, right? But the guy's already tilted. He just dies even though we have the chance to win this fight. It was perfectly fine. If they played it better, they could have won this fight. He's already tilted, you know? He's already typing ... while they're in the middle of a team fight when he's full HP. So, he's the one that dies first. And then he gets pissed at me even though this was a fight you could have easily won. And I'm like, what the hell? But that's what my thought process was, at least. I think we lose after this. Do we lose? One more fight? I'll just try to see if there's one more fight or not. I don't remember. Yeah, there was like one more thing here too, right? That was like the last thing. Yeah, I believe it. I was probably not in range of the Oreo ult. I believe that. I should have left at half cap instead of full cap there. Alright, so here's the other thing, right? It's like this was the last thing I was talking about. And it basically sums up why I'm doing all the things that I'm doing, right? So anchoring this bush is good if you think they're gonna invade. We saw they're not gonna invade. And then the Blaze like went down here to try to clear, and then I think he realized he wasn't supposed to be down there. And then we saw them do this, which would indicate that most of them are probably around this area, right? So what's your next move here? You know, he's doing the camp with us instead of checking the boss, instead of anchoring like this bush, right? It's just I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like in the first place, you should never go down to bottom wave. If you know what you're doing as a tank, you don't ever clear the bottom wave when the Sylvanas is already going there, you know? So it's like he's not doing his job, and that's why I have to do everything, or way more than I'm supposed to. You should never be going down here. You already see the Sylva's going down here. Anchoring this bush was good. Dropping the anchor was bad. They could have came this way and killed us, you know? And there would have been nothing we could do about it because for some reason he left this bush. And then after they cleared this, they can be doing this boss instantly. He could have portaled them all here or just walked here, right? And they could have gotten the free boss. So it's like he's not doing his job. This is what we see. He's already given up or he's just not good enough to maintain, right? And this is what I'm dealing with and I'm trying to make the best of it. This is what we see right now. You know? So it's like if they're here, we die. If they're here, we lose. They can be anywhere, but we don't know because this guy is clearing the freaking same wave the Sylvanas is. And he's still not. They could still be going this way. They could still be going this way. That's why you see like the good players, the GM players, like you see this. You see why they're doing this? It's because he's not doing his job. It's because we're freaking terrified. Because we know they could be here, we're dead. They could be here, we lose, we can't do anything about that. The only safe place is here. So we're all hiding in here. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be near that bush. I'm just going to, someone has to cap this, but my blaze is down here. So I'm going to stand on this very edge because this is the safest place I can be. So it's like, we're the freaking GM players. We're literally all terrified because our plays, we can't see shit. He's not where he's supposed to be. We're just all trapped here. It's like, well, this guy's not doing his job. So, like, literally, our space of safety is like this box right here, and this is all we can be in. And he doesn't know any of it. He's just down here like, oh, this is fine. I'll be hitting this minion, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Damn. There was a trap in there I walked into. I definitely walked into too many traps this game now. Pepe trap. Should not have walked into that trap. And then he's like, by the way, Sylvanas was bottom. I'm like, no shit, Sylvanas was bottom. No shit, Sylvanas was bottom. Oh yeah, we need to fight this too because they were 19 and 80%, right? We don't fight this, obviously we're gonna lose. They're gonna hit 20. Zerg's coming up. They can take boss with 20, right? They can do whatever they want. Like this was the last fight that we had any chance of winning, so we did need to fight this fight. But I shouldn't have walked into a trap. But we did need to fight this fight. And probably the reason I walked into the damn trap is because he's down here not fighting the fight when it's our literal last chance to fight. And I'm literally saying to June, we need to fight this. This is our last fight. They get 20. There's a boss on the map. There's a Zerg wave on the map. We're nowhere close to 20, right? Like, this fight, we need to fight. This is literally our last chance. So you can see I'm like, we need to fight this. That's why I walked into the freaking goddamn trap. Because I'm like, we need to fight this. And once again, Blaze is not here. Blaze is not here. You know, if this was a Grandmaster tank and he was here, he could lead the engage. He could be here fighting the fight. And we might be able to win. Because it's even talent tiers. And the enemy team is being boosted and trying to fight us before they get 20. So if the Blaze was in the right spots, there's a chance we can just win this fight. But once again, I'm the one in front because I'm the one that knows this is our last fight and we need to fight them. We cannot let them get away now. If they get away, we lose. And I'm the one in this spot, not him, because he's down here clearing this wave. So it's like, this is all the things I see, but I don't say it, you know? And then he's like, well, why are you always by yourself? Why are you always leading? I'm like, it's because you don't do any of it. That's why I'm doing it. This is literally, we need to fight this, right? And if this guy was better, if he was a real GM, he would already be over here, or he would already be over here because he knows we need boss vision after they cap this, right? This, if the guy was a real GM, I would be on this point. He would be here. He would be there if he was a real GM tank. Because this is the visions we need. We need vision here. We need vision here, right? And if he was, we could take this fight. But since he's not, and it's still our last fight anyways, I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna run at them because this is our last chance. We have to fight them. You know, they get out, we lose. So I have to run at them. I have to be all here. I have to like freaking run into a goddamn trap and the oil pit because he's down here clearing the wave. So that's why I do what I do. It's because I know what needs to be done to win the game, and I can't micromanage the players to a degree to force them to always be in the right place. And if they're not in the right place, but I know what needs to be done, then this happens. And this happened all game, right? Like I'm the one in front because he's not in the right place. Because I'm the only one that knows where the right place is. And I know what needs to be done. So I'm just stuck here. And this happened the whole game, right? I'm stuck here, I'm stuck there. It's like I'm solo capping top. It's like I do the things that need to be done because no one else does them. Oh yeah, the oil's my team. Well, anyways, you get what I mean. Okay, rant over. It is a Spartan shirt, but it's for a company called Macherino, I believe. It's not just like a Spartan shirt.